Hello, and welcome to the first episode of The Altars. So it's a game that I've seen quite a bit of a while ago, but now it's actually fully out, so we're going to get into this. I've always been a fan of 11 studio games, so let's just probably stick with standard for video sakes. Then I might do another challenging one later. But yeah, this I've been hearing that this game has a really interesting story, and it's another survival game, which I like survival games. And it's been related to Death Stranding on how the building mechanics work, so I'm really excited to see how that works. If there's long lull points, I'll probably cut it out of the video until we get to a major point in the game. But if you guys want to see those little points too, just leave in the comments below, and I could probably just have a minor edited video. That way they're not just too long. Anyway, we don't really know it, but we sense it. There is a sister ship to our life, which takes a totally different route. While the sun burns behind the islands, Thomas Transtromer, the Blue House?
How did I end up here? My whole life, all its ups and downs, led me to this place. Far from home, far from anyone I know. A journey whose route is unknown, and the destination out of sight. Was this path just a random sequence of events that I had to follow? Or was there ever another way? Now, heading for the unknown. I can't really tell. Is this the end of the road? Or is it yet another branching?
Oh, flashbang. That is a really good water effect. Oh, and I am running these at ultra settings right now, but if I see it starting to bog down, I'll probably bring it down to high or customize it.
That was a tough landing. Polsky here. Do you read me? Anyone? Nothing. I need to figure out what happened.
WASD blue, cycle our camera with our mouse. Actually, quite sensitive, but I'll eventually get used to it. There's a road flare there by the looks of it. Let's start heading out onto our path. I know there is basically linear form to this, so we should be able to cut this out into pretty decent chapters for videos.
That's an emergency flare from my capsule. I should look out for those.
Alright, so I can tell how the game's gonna progress already. Is there mantling? I can't mantle there.
Hello? Can you read me? This is Jan Dolsky. I've landed safely, but I think my capsule went astray.
Is
Maybe the radio's broken.
that's one hell of a giant parachute. Go in the water? Yeah, you can't go too far though into the water. So no swimming. Unless that just off limits for now. I will also mention I do have like copyright mode on, which I'm glad games are doing that. So if my music sounds a bit different than what you guys are hearing, that'd be why. Press E to, oh, interactive climbing. Okay, so it's not freeform climbing. If you guys haven't played Limited Studio before, game they've made, they're the ones behind Frostpunk games and This War of Mine, if you've heard of it.
Oh no, it's the captain. Shit. Deceased. What the hell? Not much I can do for her now. Oh, I gotta find the others.
Looks like we have Steonda bar. Is that Steonda bar? No, it's not going down, so it must be an electricity bar. Yeah, I can't really tell there's an actual person in there. Looks like they just modeled the suit. Yeah, we got some giant parachutes. Yeah, it looks like she hit really hard. Tore up the
What
ground.
happened? She didn't crash. The capsule's intact. Looks like she died inside of it. I don't get it.
Oh. Interesting.
Mobile base. There it is. Olsky here. Anyone copy? If you can hear me, I've located the base. We'll try and get down there. Maybe they landed closer to the drop-off point. I gotta keep moving.
There's a chute right there. Definitely wasn't from the captain, so it must be another capsule down that range. I do like that the base is kind of like a circular wheel. I wonder if it'll move around the world, since it looks like that. Sorry about that, I was readjusting my controls here. We got two capsules down there.
The capsules. Wait. What? No. That's impossible. They can't all be. Why? Makes no sense.
So they didn't die from the crash, but something definitely killed them in their pods.
Radiation wave? Now? Oh shit, it's rising fast. I gotta get to the base.
That's kind of cool. That water is literally rising up. Oh yeah, we got a little radiation meter down on the bottom left there. That's something I'll have to keep my eye on. Radiation must have killed all the rest of the crew.
Yes, the elevator. Quick. Come on. Come on. That was close.
Here's where they're going to explain how the ship protects us from the radiation. Of course, it is extraterrestrial radiation, so who knows? Day 1.
Hello?
You're tired.
Anybody here?
You got 1 bar of radiation.
For a moment, I hope someone else made it.
Is anyone home? Find the communication room. I had to find the communication room and call for help. The company might not know about the accident or that someone survived.
I need to find the comms room and get help.
Looks like we got airlock to the left and airlock to the right. So we got small storage, small storage. Looks like we can't get into the command center yet. I guess that symbol on the bottom left means we have a message. Airlock unavailable. You should contact Earth before you exit the base. So I need to find the communication room. I wonder... Oh! In tab lets you see the entire base layout. Kind of reminds me of like an XCOM style on how your base loadout is.
Hello? Hello, can anyone hear me? Mayday! Mayday, anyone?
I can hear you, Captain Machine.
I'm not the captain.
I'm here, but I'm not the captain. I'm just a builder. Yondolski, corporate ID 4672B. The captain, the whole crew is gone. Hello? Can you get me out of here?
Imminent danger. Short time remaining to sunrise.
What danger?
What do you mean? Remaining to what? Talk to me. What's the danger?
Planet activity rising. 4 days remaining. Be lethal proximity. Instructions and logs.
Oh, no. Don't you go all fuzzy on me. Lethal proximity. Oh, useless quantum nav system. Where the hell did it send us? Lethal proximity of what?
Please, 3 meters before star approaching. This path, you must escape. Proximity, star, days.
You mean a star will come and burn this planet? And I just have days to escape? Is that right?
Affirmative. You're following sunrise.
Sunrise. Perfect. need to find those captain's logs.
Tab to navigate to manual find logs. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 storage units, a quantum computer. Evacuation procedure. In case of an incident that jeopardizes your mission and the safety of your crew, please follow the safety protocols and move the base to a safe location. Following steps must be accounted for: refueling the base, manufacturing necessary equipment, securing food supplies. The steps will be automatically tracked on your HUD. We're in a triple star system. According to the recent Allied Corps research based on data collection with multiple missions, triple star systems are considered as potentially related to a very high probability of discover Rapidium in the Allied Corps classification system. The precise correlation between triple star systems and Rapidium is yet to be scientifically determined, but according to some hypotheses, this may be related to the unique radiation cycle observed on planets belonging to such systems. Rapidium, as a highly unstable element and itself emits a significant amount of radiation, seems to be less elusive in the presence of such specific radiation patterns, as if fine-tuning its life cycle to the environment. Allied Corps employees should be aware that thanks to these findings, in the upcoming years, we are bound to witness a significant rise in missions sent by the quantum navigation system on course for the triple star system, should such a system be identified in the vicinity of an Allied Corps exploration vessel. This should, by all means, result in a notable increase of successful Rapidium extraction and a major breakthrough for Allied Corps and humanity alike. Missions captains must be informed, however, that operations on planets belonging to a triple star system involve the need for some precautions. The complex gravitational structure within which the planet operates, apart from being the source of Rapidium-friendly radiation, may result in life-threatening events, such as periodic lethal proximity of one of the suns, annihilation of the planet's surface, and immediate destruction of all life forms. In order to maximize efficiency, even in the events of such occurrences, Allied Corp has equipped its vessel in the cutting-edge SEBA evacuation functionality, enabling the crew to extract Rapidium while avoiding hazardous conditions. In case of landing on a planet belonging to a triple star system, please consult the SEBA evacuation functional manual for written instructions. The above information is the sole property of Allied Corps and is highly confidential. I kind of remind you that any infringement of your confidentiality agreement will result in legal measures. Yeah, we're not going to read that. We're just going to get back into this. So we need to escape the sun. I don't think we landed on the sun, but alright. Alright, escape the... Alright, I guess we are. Escape the sun, gather 60 metals outside. Another section, prepare for the journey. So we need to go outside and gather 60 metals. That's under the general tab. Alright. We have no tutorials yet. $23 It doesn't seem like I'm tired yet. I'm sure we'll get the quantum computer stuff later. Kind of looks like a human brain in there. Machinery, captain's cabin. Read manuals and hints for your operations. Okay, so it's just we can end the day. We have this is the machinery unit. I'm guessing this is going to be where we have upgrades. Protect the base from harmful radiation barrier. So we have 5 days of radiation protection at the start, is what I'm just seeing there. Then we got more small storage. Which most of this stuff is in the tab, so you don't actually have to go there for it. But yeah, we need to get 60 metals outside. It does look like time is still traveling on the inside. So it doesn't pause when you're at base. So this game might actually take a couple runs to complete. Alright, let's head outside of the planet's surface and start collecting some metal. The radiation levels at night are deadly. Exiting the base is currently not permitted. You can rest in the captain's cabin until tomorrow. Okay. It'd be nice if I could just free move. Like when I'm in that map range. Maybe I can later. Alright, let's head to bed. This your energy bar shows how many hours you have before you get tired. Once you're tired, you're still able to work, but every task will take much longer. Alright, let's head outside and get our metals in. I wonder if it also takes time to suit up. You can find shallow deposits on the planet's surface that contain a limited amount of resources that can be extracted quickly. They can be recognized by red dust. Approach the deposit to interact with it. Okay, so this is what they look like. Alright. So it looks like we have 8 days to get off this area. We got a map. Looks like we have 3 spread sections. So we'll hit this side first. Let's hope I can make it past the first 8 days. Alright, so that simple node just gave us 3.
Looks like our ship's cargo drop. It's filled with the crew's personal items, including my stuff.
Multi-tool. My multi-tool conventional set, one of the few things everyone should always have in their pockets. Use it countless times to open bottles, fix things, and, well, open more bottles. I was a birthday present from Mom on my 18th birthday. Of course, she pretended it was Father's idea, but I knew better. A soccer ball, a ball belonging to a local soccer club, signed by my favorite player. Kept losing until one season they played so well they ended up winning the league without even bribing the judges. Once I started studying, I didn't have time to go back and watch their games anymore. Such a shame.
Yeah. This is one of the things they told me to take on the mission.
Your soccer ball?
Things that will make you feel comfortable far away from home. Objects that trigger good memories. Typical corporate bullshit.
A History of the Universe by Chris and Jack. One day after the fall of humankind, a father tells his son the history of the universe. Is that a portrait of fire?
A movie? Huh. Alicorp even thought of entertainment at the base.
Found a movie among some other things from a cargo drop. Perhaps there's a way you can watch it at the base. Oh, so we might have like a movie night in one of these episodes. But we are burning time right now. I have like 60 of these. I'm kind of... So it's like we're at storage 225 out of 480. I'm not sure if that's ship storage or that's personal storage. I would guess that's ship storage. So our just automatically transfers once we find stuff. Oh, those two things count as collectibles. Organic deep deposits up that way. But we need our 64 minerals. Doesn't look like radiation will dissipate right away. So that one bar is already still pretty full. like we got another drop over here. Class photo, group photo taken during my junior year at uni. Uni, British, of course. I had no idea back then that I would marry the girl standing in the front row and that we would get divorced a few years later. I don't really know why I took it. I guess a part of me likes to remember those sweet, naive moments when we thought this marriage could work.
Yes. I was missing that.
I hope sprinting isn't just wasting all of my energy. And I hope that 60... Ooh, that might be a huge chunker. That is a huge chunker right there. I hope that 60 is already with the 40 I
Shiny
got.
rock. Might be a source of metals.
I love how fast... I love that time sped up there. It's 12 o'clock. Let's actually get some more metals because I'm sure we're going to need it. I'm guessing we have until... Yeah. Looks like we have until 20. So... Have till about 10 o'clock at night. No, 8 o'clock at night. Before we get hit by another radiation storm. Let's head on and let's start building this because I'm sure this workshop is gonna build a workshop via the command center. I'm sure this workshop's gonna take quite a while to construct. On the build menu, you see available modules. New modules have to be placed near existing ones. Possible placement points are marked by lights. Alrighty, so we need to build our workshop. Oh, that's what I meant by lights. Yeah, I want the workshop near the airlock because we're probably gonna be running back and forth, and that'll get me right next to a small storage unit too. This way it'll save time for me traveling back and forth inside the ship. Then we don't have the ability to expand bases yet. Okay, to create an item for scheduled work in the workshop queue, you can then work on the queued item at the workshop. Alright, I guess I've already done that part. Craft a scanner. Use to scan the planet surface for deep resource deposits. So I'm guessing that takes an hour to get done. Alright, so we still got some more time, so let's head back outside. Yeah, we got 6 more, Oh, I have to actually manually do it. I know I had to... Okay, so now I know I have to actually manually do it. Alright, we're down to 4.5 minutes. First step to scan the deep deposits, find the deposit area and organic deposits being recognized by blue smoke. Okay, and we actually had an organic deposit up this way, I think. Yeah, we did. I'm assuming by 20 I have to be back in the ship. Well, it looks like it gives me a little time for the radiation actually spikes.
I don't have a climbing hook. Not yet. I'll have to find another way.
Is that a resource deposit right there? Yes, it is. Alright, if that way is blocked because I need a climbing axe. It looks like this might be the only way around. Once it's 19, I'll start heading back right away. It looks like the radiation spike is already happening.
What the hell? Could this be rubidium? I feel strange. I have to get closer. Make sure.
There's something right there? No, that's a weird light.
I need to collect a sample.
Alright, I gotta start heading back.
Unbelievable. So the useless quantum nav system isn't that useless after all.
Hopefully I can place my thing on the way back.
I knew where it was sending us. Except... only I survived. Blue smoke. I should look for organics here.
The scanner allows you to find resource deposits by putting the connection probes. You can uncover the concentration of underground resources. Look at the scan ground and try to pinpoint the surface with the most intense red colored with the deposit point. The deposit. Alright, we gotta exit, we gotta get back to the ship.
I still can't believe it. If it really is rubidium, this could change everything. I need to report it.
Alright, we're back inside. Tiredness versus exhaustion. You ran out of energy and became tired. In this state, physical work takes much longer. If you stay up until very late, you'll become exhausted. Each minute of exhaustion causes you to wake up later the next day. Okay. So being tired is that red mark, and I'm guessing the gray mark is exhaustion. Alright, so we're in a tired state right now. We need to go transmit, though, real quick before we head to sleep.
Hello? Anyone copy? I went out to find resources, and I found a cave full of something. I think it might be rubidium. You hear me? I think I found rubidium.
You sure about it?
I'm sure.
What? I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, what else could it be?
Test it.
Test the rubidium? How would I do that?
New blueprint provided. The womb.
A blueprint? The womb. You want me to build a womb?
Sample of DNA provided.
Who are you?
Who are you? The womb, huh? DNA sample, huh? I guess it makes sense. Rubidium speeds up organic growth.
No, not base navigation. We need base building. You can change position of your modules whenever you like. Simply hover over the module and press the left click, then move it to the desired spot. You can also swap the module with another one. You can permanently remove modules by pressing right click. Note that some modules can't be removed. So we need to build the womb, which is going to cost 40 metals. We got 101, so we can do that. This is a big structure. We'll put it next to the quantum computer, I would guess. And as for this one, yeah, we'll just have all the storage units on the same level. It looks like I can move the water tank.
Okay, so I have built a womb. Now, what could possibly come out of it?
Let's test this, guys. Before we end our
Here
day.
goes. DNA sample. Rubidium. I'm starting to worry this wasn't such a good idea. Oh. Oh, of course. What else?
Why did that sheep look like it had
Oh.
vampire fangs?
Yo, you need a name. I think I'm gonna call you Molly. Hello, Molly. Oh, you don't bite, do you?
Okay. I'm still in the tired state. So we got about another
Okay. I built the womb and tested the rubidium. The DNA sample provided was a little surprising, but it worked, I think. I cloned a sheep. Hello? Can you hear me? I have a sheep on board. You're responsible for 2 lives now.
Go. Successful. Really found what did this. As the others.
Will you help me now?
Yeah. Now that I'm a real hero, I could use some real assistance.
You're in imminent danger with short time remaining to sunrise.
I know that. But I'm just a builder. I'm not trained to move the goddamn base all by myself.
All right, that's done. Let us. All right, we gotta go to sleep before my exhaustion meter hits. Down one more. And then we'll go scan that organic depository there. I wonder if that means I'm gonna lose more food with that sheep on board now. Day 3, sunrise in 7 days. Alright, we gotta head towards that organic spot. Move, game. Come on. So our countdown timer is on our bottom right-hand side. I'm guessing whenever we harvest resources, there are automatic transfers in the ship as well. I will come back to finish mining that repeated that I was mining before. Well, let's get this organic deposit going. Yep. So we got the red deposit there by the looks of it. Oh, because I have to probably, I had to be in this menu. Oh, once I've scanned it, it's set. Okay. I can place them again. Got all that down. There we go. Okay, so I gotta find all of it. Alright, and now build mode, mining outpost. Okay, at least doing that doesn't take very much at all. Use pylons, you can connect mining outposts with the base. Each pylon automatically connects to nearby structures. You can see possible connections in the form of green lines when you have the pylon equipped. Pylons can also be connected to each other. Place them in a line to connect the mining outpost with the base. Okay, now we need to build pylons. How far can they go? It started turning yellow there. Oh, okay, so they have like a 40-meter range. Oh, there's a... They connected right there. I just have to go around the outside. Yeah, right there is a connection. Alright, you have connected the mining outpost to the base. From now on, you can use fast travel to move between the base and the mining outpost. You can access fast travel at the airlock, base entrance, or any outpost. Alright, you have 180 organic material. So, alright, so we got that. Base entrance or any other outpost. So we do that, and then now we're in the airlock. Alright, that just lets us fast travel. Okay, nice. I'm guessing that we have to manually drill. Alright, we got our 180, now we need to build a kitchen. We can build a kitchen later when the radiation starts to hit. Let's head back and get our radiant harvested some more. Yeah, we got 2 more minutes that I can go harvest that. I'm sure I'll need a lot more of that as we progress. Who knows if I'll be able to come back to this area too. Alright, that deposit's empty. Yeah, it looks like it only had like 20 minutes left that I needed to use to harvest that. Let's go explore and see what else we have up here before we head back. Unlock more of this map. Yeah, server one takes 0 time, except for the amount of time it takes for me to actually stop and grab it. I do wish I could move while the map was open, though. Oh, we got a lot of material nodes up here. So it does seem like physical exhaustion is not a mechanic, but time exhaustion is. So we can harvest this for 30 seconds. Tired, radiation's gonna hit us in a minute. No drop down point. Oh, here we go. Surface nodes. Alright, so we're at 40 seconds. If I hit tab, and I tab back, okay, so when you look at the map, time is paused. Okay. Now I know why in such a time-based game you can't move while your map is open. I know eventual water's gonna like make a play probably. I wonder if these metal deposits like replenish themselves over time as well. Alright, that's done. Yeah, command center. Build ourselves a kitchen. I guess right there next to the airlock, because the kitchen is huge. Prepare 6 mush mills. We got 3 more minutes. Three, 4, 5, 6. It's about 30 minutes of mush meal. Alright, let's head back to our captain's cabin. There's downstairs. The day before we wake up later than we should. No, I want up. Okay, so you can't sprint inside the ship. Okay, start the engines in the command center. Is it raining outside? Test engine.
Whoa. What just happened?
Oh crap. Turn the lever in the machinery. Where is our machinery at?
Do this to me now.
Downstairs next to the cabin.
That's sorted. Let's give it another go.
Okay, so radiation barrier's still up. Not what I wanted to do. Test engine.
What? Not again.
Oh crap.
You have got to be kidding me. Just my luck to be stuck in a junkyard.
Yeah.
Hey, you still there? I really need your help. I can't get out of here. I did everything according to the manual, but there's a malfunction I can't fix. I just don't know how.
Rapidium can save you. Check data consistently with CMQC module.
Save me how?
Rapidium can save me? How exactly?
Use this.
I don't have access to QC.
Only the captain has access codes to the quantum computer.
Access granted.
Man, that was easy.
Alright. There's quantum computers right here. Analyze data from mind records of the crew.
What is this? Mind records.
recognize this. It's my life.
Cubit level 1. Available slot 3. Select life event. Okay. Go with this one. 25 years old, new opportunities. Hard work pays off, right? You can be proud of yourself. A diploma with honors and that offer a PhD. It's tempting as hell, but the salary, how much longer are you going to be a broke ass Rolena? You'll think about it later. Time to celebrate now. 26 years old, bears prospects. Let's just... this one actually looks really weird. So I think this is the one that we're supposed to go to. 23-year-old, carry on for her. You failed her. But what could you have done? Stayed behind in that miserable place to become bitter and dead inside? Be like Dad? The sense of guilt holds you by the throat. What if you ran away from it all? Ditched college, made a fresh start, forgot, but wouldn't that be giving up again? No, Mom would want you to get on with your studies. Get a good job. You have to carry on for her. So I'm assuming I'm probably gonna have to read this entire thing, so we might as well just start all the way from the beginning. Distant memories, childhood memories, fuzzy and distant. The mining town you grew up in, Rose's similar apartment blocks, the local grocery store Mom worked in, the playgrounds where you spent more time than at home. A family is like many others. A family like many others down there. Your father coming late from work in the mine, usually drunk, always pissed off. Your mother doing her best to keep the family together. Your constant desire to run away, to get out of that place and never come back. Turning a blind eye, 15 years old. Another shitty day at school. You're taking the longer route home. Hey, what's that fight about? The girl shouts for help. She looks straight at you. You should intervene, but the fear. No, better not get involved. Run back home. One day you'll get out of here. You have to. Oh, what the hell's that? It gets like really bright right there. This is the one that I zoomed into, so I wonder if it was supposed to like change or something. They need to escape. It's so hard to study for exams when your dad's yelling behind the door. Mom doesn't have the strength to fight anymore. Something's wrong with her. She's weaker, more passive. You know you should do your best to support her, but being home is just unbearable. You count the days of graduation, hoping those exams will go well. I'm assuming I'm supposed to probably find something in like my past events to click on. At the crossroads, you open the envelope with trembling hands. It's a good college and is close to home. You can visit Mom regularly and get a good education. You tear the papers and see the results. No, not good enough. The only place that wants you is hundreds of miles away. You'd have to leave Mom alone with him. That's a C-. Going away, you promised yourself you'd get out of there. You have to keep that promise. You can't waste your life. It's not something she'd want, and you can still visit her a little less often maybe, but you can. You will visit her. Your place far from home. It's been months since you've been home. But you can't miss the post-exam party. All your friends will be celebrating. Their company makes you feel good, like you found your place. Do you really want to spend the entire day on the train? Only see Mom for a couple of hours before she goes to bed early, and all you'll be left with is a constantly drunk oaf of a father. Working abroad, 22 years old. You look at the letter. It's tempting. Working abroad for 2 months. You could earn enough to support yourself for a whole semester. You could ditch those lousy part-time jobs and focus on studying. It's tempting, and you could send some money to mom. She needs it for her treatments. Too late to say goodbye. You missed it. The moment she collapsed, the ambulance takes her to the hospital. It all went so fast. You missed the opportunity to talk to her when she was still conscious. You're back home now, but what difference does it make? You fucked up. It's too late to say goodbye. Yeah, we've already read that one. It's different with her, 24 years old. Your heart pounds at the thought of this evening. You never thought someone like Lena would want to hang out with you. Slow down. It's only a project. Maybe you should have got something better than beer. You could have bought wine, but wouldn't that seem like you're hitting on her? You're only teaming up for a project, but she's so different from anyone else you ever hooked up with. And she likes you. You can see she likes you. Am I good enough? 24 years old. Is it? She moved in, but is your cheap little rented apartment good enough for her? Her parents would hate it. You know they would, and she knows it too. Is that why she doesn't talk to them anymore? She's not ashamed of you, is she? Whatever they think of you, you're gonna prove them wrong. Work hard, give Lena the good life she deserves. New opportunities, hard work pays off. We read that one. Better prospects. It was a tough conversation, but you handled it well. The professor understood your motives. Working for a private company gives you better prospects, and you'll finally be able to move out of that dorm. Take Lena for a proper holiday. Yeah, it was a good decision. The purgatory of 9 to 5 on the subway again. Damn, you hate that crowd. Day in, day out. Maybe you could take the later train and stay longer at work. No, your boss would never agree to that. Punctuality is all that matters to him. Not that you actually do. Sometimes you feel all he needs you to do is punch your card. And for what? Pushing papers and pretending to get things done? Someone pushes you as you try to take a seat. And man, Monday mornings are the worst. A dream house. 28 years old. Your face beams as you exit the bank, hand in hand with Lena. Finally signed the mortgage papers. Was easier than you expected. Maybe it was worth putting up with that idiot of a boss for 2 years to get to this place, a dream house. Lena has so many ideas for decorating it. If you hurry, maybe you can even get it ready for Christmas. You'd love to see your parents' faces when they see it. Yeah, you should convince her to invite them over. He gets really bright at some points. It does like a lens flare effect. Eventually one of these I'm gonna have to find out. Ooh, job market crash, I'm guessing. 30 years old, the crisis hit. No, this can't be true. Not now. You stare at the screen blankly. You heard about the crash on the stock exchange. You heard everyone talk about a worldwide crisis approaching, but you laid off? How will you ever tell Lena about it? What about your plans for Christmas? Damn, he just bought a house. Hasn't even been Christmas yet, and then he got laid off from work. 30 years old, a busy night. He's working for an Uber. Red lights. You close your eyes and listen to the city traffic. Damn radio, all they know are Christmas songs at this time of year. You don't want to be reminded of that, not when you're sitting behind the wheel of a leased cab. It's almost 6 o'clock. You promise Lee you'd be back for Christmas Eve by 5. But it's a busy night and people leave bigger tips on Christmas. You gotta do what you gotta do to survive. Back to square one. You listen as Lena talks excitedly. She really wants to take that offer, move abroad, sell the house, but for how much? It would hardly be enough to pay off the bank. With the soaring rates of interest, and what about you? It's hard to find a decent job at home, let alone in a foreign country. After all your efforts to make ends meet, it would feel like going back to square one. Damn. You just wish you didn't want it so bad. 31 years old, holding on. You're wondering if she really is okay with the decision to stay. Maybe you should have said yes. How could you? It was a crazy idea in your situation. You need to prove it to her that it was the only sensible choice. You need to get your shit together, give her a better life here, maybe find a second job. 32 years old, falling apart. Damn, she's getting on your nerves. So why doesn't she just tell you it's all your fault those bills are piling up? As if you weren't working hard enough, and why does she make such a big deal of a few drinks before you hit the sack? Deserve an unwind after a 12-hour long day of work. He's starting to turn into his dad, basically. That's what I'm getting from this. 33-year-old's drowning sorrows. You look down another bottle and the wedding ring she gave back to you. Damn. A job at Alley Corp, freedom, finally she's got it. A new, better life without you. All you could ever do was hold her down. Look at yourself, drowning your sorrows in a bar. You're everything you promised yourself you'd never be. Where the hell did you fuck it all up? Still nothing with the... Huh. 34 years old, a way out. You toss and turn in your bed. You can't stop thinking about your LA Corp poster. Help us make a change. A space mining mission in search of mysterious substance, rubidium. It's a long shot, but it says you don't need any professional experience and you know you need a change. You haven't managed to stick to one job for more than several months. Nothing makes you happy. You're stuck. What if it's a way out? 35 years old, Project Dolly. You enter the spaceship with a tingling of anxiety and excitement. You're going to space, far away from here, just like you always wanted. Far away from your problems. You think about them later, or maybe you'll be gone by the time you get back. Oh. Okay, I read through all that. I'm guessing that these little lines are like branching points. Yeah, oh. So that's how you work it. You can move up and down. Okay. So like if we zoom out, yeah, I'm guessing this is a branching point. Let's close out of that.
How did they get it in? What for?
Oh, I guess I didn't have to read all that, but we read it all anyway. We know his life story now. Took a while, but...
Hey, I checked the quantum computer.
Sure, what the fuck? Mind records?
What the fuck? Mind records? What the hell are you doing with that data? It's got everything. My whole life exposed.
Mind records mission procedure.
No. No, I want answers. Shit.
What's next?
What do you want with it?
Initiate breaching procedure.
What does it do?
Branching? What exactly will be branching?
This is you.
What?
What? You what? Is that your whole answer?
Create the altar.
Alter what?
Alter? I'd alter what?
Release your life.
Oh, okay.
My life? Okay. You mean as in... Okay, wait a minute. You're not suggesting I... use rubidium to create a... someone. And alter their mind. That's not what you're saying, right? All right. How about my other options?
That's near as close.
You jerk. I don't have other options, do I?
Okay, so I'm either guessing that that is a version of me or that is a former wife. Initiate the branching procedure. Do I go over here for that? It's on standby. I'm guessing not. I'm guessing the quantum computer.
What? What is it doing? I remember that alternate life path. So this is what the branching is about?
So what's changing? Technician, 50% efficiency when doing base maintenance. Staying behind, you lock the door to your room and turn the music up. You're so fed up with his constant shouting. Is this what you rejected college for? Putting up with his frustrating drunkenness? You told yourself you'd take care of mom, but he's not making it easy. Maybe next time you should just lock the door on him. But what would mom say? Alright, so this is what happens if we actually stay at home. Is that scene gonna play out? Just differently? Title drop. Oh, so we're using the rubidium to create alternate versions of ourselves. That's very unique and cool. Instead of just a straight up clone. I'm sure we'll figure out how it even works. This is a very long cutscene. Damn, I'm rugged. Okay, so we have a whole nother light. Staying up to him, there you did it. Not so hard after all. He turned out to be weak. Begging you to let him in. You had to be strong, assertive. You read about it online. Shut your ears to his false promise. Imagine loud music in your head. Think of mom, her safety. There, it's done. He won't be a problem anymore. Okay, I'm not going to read through this entire life events in this video because we're at 1 hour and 14 minutes right now. I might read through that in the next video. But I think we'll actually call it here because I'm sure once I leave this, it'll start like a cutscene or something, or some kind of objective. So next time when we come back, I'll read this in the beginning of this new life timeline because that's what I'll probably do. And then I'll have it down in the text box below if you just want to skip it and get back to the gameplay, or if you want to listen to me audio out this new life that this branch point has made. Because looks like there's quite a few. Looks like there's 1 branch point, 2 that we already got, 3. That one looks like it has 6 branch points right on it. Yeah, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It looks like these ones have branching points too. So it looks like you can get a bunch of different versions of yourself. But anyway, again, next episode, I will probably read through his lifeline, see how much has changed, see how much has stayed the same. And then we'll get back into the game, and it'll probably have like a cutscene or something, so then some more stuff to do. But that'll be in the description below in the next video if you just want to skip it, or if you want to actually listen to me read through it all. But yeah, I'm actually quite interested in this game. It's got a very unique theme to it. I'm always been a big fan of 11-bit games ever since Frostpunk and War of Mine came out. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like always, please leave a like and subscribe. Still working on my way to that 1,000 mark. And yeah, until next time, later guys.